What happens when you meld glass, titanium, and ceramic in a unibody design that is not only elegant, but is also striking in appearance? You get this, the Essential Phone. My name is Andrew, and this is my unboxing and review of the Essential Phone. It comes in at $699 US. I'll put the link below for more information and where you can buy one. Now, it is a steep price to pay, but the main selling features here is its minimalist, elegant, sharp design, highlighted by its virtually bezel-less edge-to-edge display. And it runs stock Android. No unnecessary apps, only the ones you need. The idea behind the Essential Phone is great, but how well it did in its execution is another story. Now, packaging is very premium, as I would expect nothing less at this $700 price point. Now, opening the box, you're greeted by the unit itself along with its included accessories. You get a braided USB Type-C cable. I like that because it's more durable. And you get a 27-watt charger for fast charging. And you get a 3.5mm headphone adapter, which you'll need since the Essential Phone doesn't have a headphone jack. Holding the Essential Phone for the first time, you're struck by just how dense and heavy this phone is. It's not light, even though it's titanium and ceramic. Now, you also get your SIM ejection tool and some documentation. Powering the Essential Phone is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835. It's got the Adreno 540 GPU, has 4 GB of RAM, and 128 GB of onboard storage. There is no expansion, as there is no micro SD card slot. At least for me, 128 GB is certainly fine. I think for most people, it'll be okay. The Snapdragon 835 is a powerful processor, and that Antutu benchmark score is indicative of that, 173,312. It did well. And it did well on the Geekbench 4 test. The multi-core score was a 6507 and the single-core score was 1908. And here's how it did against its competition, pretty much on par with the other competitors in that category, the S8, the OnePlus 5, and the Moto Z2 Force. Now, thanks to a Snapdragon 835, gaming was okay on this device. As you can see from the 3D Mark scores that I'm showing here, it can do some serious gaming. And as you can see from Injustice 2, gameplay was actually pretty good. It was pretty fluid. I didn't have pretty much any lockups or anything. It really was okay in terms of gaming. But I did experience some bugginess in some other games, like it would get stuck in portrait mode or just crash. So I think there's some buggy software on this device. Remember, this is the first time the Essential has introduced the phone. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you I really like the design. I like its edge-to-edge glass. I like the fact that it has minimal bezels, and I like its boxy industrial look. Very minimalistic, very nice looking in my opinion. And I don't mind the camera cutout by the notification shade. In fact, you get used to it real quick. Now, this is a very pretty phone, and it's the kind of phone I don't like to put a case on because I want to show off its looks. But the problem is it's a major fingerprint magnet, so you'll be constantly wiping it with a cleaning cloth. Now, the phone weighs 185 grams, and it's pretty thin at 7.8 millimeters. The Essential Phone sports a 5.7-inch IPS LCD display. It has a resolution of 2560 by 1312. That's 505 pixels per inch, and it has a 19:10 aspect ratio. And it's covered in Gorilla Glass 5. The Essential Phone has an 84.9% screen-to-body ratio, making this a virtually bezel-less display. Now, the maximum brightness is about 500 nits, making this great for indoor use. But for outdoor use, it's a different story. It's not that great. It's a very reflective display, and it looks a little washed out. On the bottom of the device, you have your microphone. Next to that is your SIM tray. Next to that is your USB Type-C port where you'll charge the device. And, of course, you have your mono speaker located on the bottom of the device as well. On the right-hand side of the device, you have your volume buttons up and down, along with your power button. There's nothing on the left side of the device except the antenna lines. And there's nothing else on the top except an antenna line as well. The fingerprint sensor is located on the back of the device. I prefer that area, as you know. and it worked well. Setup was easy and it was fast and accurate. I really have no issues as far as the fingerprint sensor is concerned. Now, I had high hopes for the dual camera setup on the back. It's a 13 megapixel dual RGB plus monochrome camera. It's got image fusion technology and it has an f1.85. It has HDR, does 4K 30 frames per second. And I think the biggest problem with the camera is the camera app, the one that Essential includes with this phone, and I think it really didn't do the job. It was a little bit slow to take pictures, and I think it overall needs some improvement. Some updates with software hopefully can fix some of the bugginess and the issues I was having. One of the issues I was having is that HDR needs to be manually turned on each time you start the camera app. Not something I really like. With proper lighting, I think the photos are actually pretty good, but in low light situations, not the greatest. And here's the difference between standard HDR and black and white shots. Now, I think a lot of the problems can be improved via software updates, especially that camera app, so hopefully they will continue to update this device and improve those areas. You can do monochrome video as you see here with that second lens, and you also obviously can do 4K at 30 frames per second. And Essential also makes a 360-degree snap-on camera that you can get at a discount if you order the Essential from their website. Otherwise, it's a $199 accessory. There's a front-facing 8-megapixel camera. Let's see it in action. So this is the front-facing webcam on the Essential phone. As you can see, the quality is what it is. It's not bad. Again, I'm not crazy about the camera application, but the camera quality on the front, I guess it's okay. You can do Skype, obviously. You can also use it for video web conferences when you need it. But this has been the front-facing camera on the Essential phone. Now, it takes only about an hour and a half to fully charge this device thanks to its fast charger. It has a 3040 milliamp hour battery. And here's how it did on my AMDtech web streaming test. It did 8 hours and 12 minutes. Not quite as good as the OnePlus 5 in that category. But it is just about an all-day battery device. And one of the main selling points of this device is the fact that it runs stock Android. To be specific, it's 7.1.1. And I did receive a couple of updates already since I've received this device, so it looks like Essential is on the ball and is updating this device as needed. That's a good sign. And as many of you know, I like stock Android. You don't get all the extra features and all the bloated software you'd get on some other devices and other skins. This is pretty much pure Android. And as far as connectivity is concerned, it does have Bluetooth 5.0 LE, it has 802.11 AC dual band wireless with MIMO, and of course it has NFC. Always good to see that, and GPS work well. And it works with all the major carriers in the US, including Verizon. I'm using the Verizon SIM, and it was okay. It's now officially supported by Verizon as of the other day, and I'm not getting the greatest speeds, although I don't get the greatest reception in my studio, so please keep that in mind. The dual band wireless AC worked fine, reception was good, range was pretty good as well. There's a mono speaker located on the bottom of the device. I thought the sound was pretty good considering this is a mono speaker. There was good volume, there was some bass, and mid sounded pretty good. I actually like the speaker on this device. Other people may not like it. I think it was okay. Let's hear it in action. So, to bring it all home, can I recommend the Essential Phone PH1? Is it worth your hard-earned money? And the answer is right now, I cannot recommend it as much as I want to. I love the design, I love the edge-to-edge display, that industrial, really elegant look, but I really can't recommend it, at least not yet. Not until they fix some of the software issues, not until they fix that camera app. And at $699, that is an expensive proposition, considering that you can get something like the Galaxy S8 for less money right now. And that really is a great device. But I think this was a very good first try, and I think there's a lot of potential here with room to grow in future iterations. But right now, it's just not ready for prime time. So what do you think about the Essential phone? I think it's a good first try, but here's the deal. I think it's overpriced at $699. There are other flagships out there that give you better features and more for your money, so to speak. This really looks beautiful. The edge-to-edge glass, the titanium, the ceramic back, really all comes through to make this one gorgeous, elegant, beautiful device. And you don't even want to put a case on this. It's so beautiful. But there lies the problem. It's such a fingerprint magnet, it won't stay beautiful for very long by the evidence by all the fingerprints that it collects. But I'm curious to know what you think about the Essential phone. Leave a comment in that comment section below. I think they're onto something. I think they can improve it in the next version. I think there are some software updates that can improve this version, but I think it's not ready for prime time. I like the fact that it does have that edge-to-edge glass, the beautiful design. The camera app is terrible. They could fix that. I'm pretty confident that they can fix that through a software update or a bunch of software updates, because why should I have to keep hitting the HDR button to make it HDR? It should automatically do it. And not every time you switch features in the phone, you're going to have to hit that HDR button. Not a big fan of that. But I think that $699 price is the problem here. I think it's way overpriced for what you're getting. As I stated, there are some other alternatives out there that give you more for your money, so to speak. But again, I'm curious to know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I really do like it. I mean, I think it's beautiful. I want to use it, but when I do use it, I find myself thinking there are things that are lacking. But I do like the fact that there is stock Android on this, and they did deliver on that promise. Only the essential apps that you need is what you're going to get on this phone. You could always add your own apps later via your own choice through the Play Store. But again, I'm curious to know what you think. Leave a comment in that comment section below. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and of course our website, AMDtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMDtech. See ya.